wrong page I want. Doobie-doobie-doo.
I'm counting to 10.
1.
But I think we're live, everybody.
Are we?
Yeah, we're definitely live because I can see lots of eyeballs.
Oh, I
Can
can
you
see
see
it.
yourself?
Yeah, oh God, that's vile. Yes, here we are live. I can see the back of my head.
How can you see the back of your head?
I can see me on there. Oh, that's worse than seeing thing. Oh, fabulous. Shall I comment and say hello to us both from me?
Do. And I'll say hello to all of you. Good evening, everybody. Well, very warm welcome to our Why Not Wednesday, a very special Why Not Wednesday because we have the one and only Leonie Pujol in the building. Well, not in the building,
Hello.
virtually in the building. She's all discombobulated, aren't you?
Yes, I am. I've just got in from work about, I don't know, half an hour ago, and it was like, I have to do this and I have to do that, and look at me dogs. And yeah, off which. Hold on a minute. Look at my dog. Hello, Wendy. Hello, Papa. Oh.
The dogs have all said hello to each other, haven't they? We've had Oscar wave at them.
Yeah. They've had a lovely time, haven't they? They've had a lovely time. Papa, she's waiting for a walk. Anyway, yes, we are here. And we're very excited because we are going to do a mashup, aren't we, love?
We are. I have got a whole desk full of Art Inspirations products in front of me. I'll turn my camera down shortly. And Leonie's got Dark Alchemy in her clutches.
Yes,
and
I have.
She's literally not had time to really kind of unpack it, let alone think about what she's going to do with it. But she'll come up with something.
Yes, I will. The thing is, and this is why I love crafting. Well, when they're nice things, but I looked at our stuff and it's like, yeah, these all work together absolutely beautiful. And it doesn't matter. I mean, you know me, I don't even try and make a finished project. You know, if I ever do anything and it's finished, it's a miracle. So it's quite nice because we'll just have a little play and immediately you go, yeah, that'll work with that, and then it's like, well, it's easy peasy, isn't it?
And I always make sure that everybody heckles me, Leonie, so they all tell me what I should be doing. So it's fine. They'll tell us what we're not doing and we should be doing. So
I like a cheeky bit of heckling. It's really
bit of guidance. So should we say some hellos and also do a few bits of housekeeping? Yes. So we're on the Funky Fossil Facebook, YouTube. Leonie didn't have time to hook up her platform, so I'm hoping that those of you who are kind of joining us have found us from Leonie's Facebook page.
I'm looking now. I'm not being rude. I'm looking.
No, go for it. But so I'm thinking that all the comments that I can see in the feed are all of you that are watching. But apologies if you feel like you've been ignored or we haven't done a shout out for you. It just may be that we're not seeing your feed through the comments on StreamYard. But you found us, Nikki. Great, thank you. So Nikki and Terrell, Judith, Ali, Charmaine, Julie, Caroline. I've seen Paul, I've seen Dawn, I've seen Denise from the USA. I've seen loads of people, loads of familiar names and faces.
Yay! I've got people on mine going, I can't find you. And then someone said, it's at 7. So I've just put another post. So hopefully people are going to see where we're at and everything. And we've had another comment saying, is anybody there? Is there anybody there?
That's how we feel every day.
Mate, they're in. We're empty. So
I see David's found us, so I know
David. I'm going in and showing the link.
Thank you. Yeah, so thank you for those of you that have kept up with the time changes. So we normally go live at 7. We've moved it forward to 6, and for good reason, because we've got lots of fantastic friends doing Facebook Lives at 7 o'clock, and we don't want you to miss those. We didn't want it all to kind of crash in on the same hour. So once we're going to try and not go over so that you can get onto the other lives. We've got Crafting Together with All Brands. I think Hazel's doing a live at 7.
Yeah.
So we just want to make sure that you don't miss anything that you'll want to go and see.
Yeah, because it gets too busy. So yeah, we thought that was very sensible. We've promised not, we won't chat too much. We promise we'll do some crafting, but on both our websites up until midnight, we decided, weren't we?
Yes.
Yeah. If you type in, so either on Art Inspirations or, of course, on that side, on our Sarah's Funky Fossil, if you type in Funky Art, I think it's good as that. I
It
like Funky
is.
Art, but if you type in, you're going to get 20%, and that's off anything,
Yes.
anything on both of our websites, but that's only till midnight. Whoop, whoop.
Absolutely. And I know Ali's kind of putting the link in just to remind, or not the link, but the coding just to remind you. So yeah, definitely stick with us because the code's live until midnight, but it'd be great if you could go and have a peruse of each of our online shops when we've finished. Oh, thank you. I presume that's Mandy that's posted that art inspiration.
Hey, I man.
And also, because we're lovely people, we want to do 2 giveaways this evening as well.
Yes,
And that's
we
going to
are
be a
lovely.
Right?
We're lovely. We're so lovely.
We're just so wonderful. We're
We're
lovely.
just so lovely. Gosh. Yeah, yeah. We're going to give some giveaways because our Mandy sent loads of stuff to you, didn't she? So we could do
You
loads of
did.
giveaways.
Mandy, I've got enough giveaways for the next 5 years. Thank you very much. I'm delighted. I might keep a few of them for myself, I have to say. But yes, so we thought we'd give away I'll give away some of our Dark Alchemy products along with some of, and I'll post these, Mandy. Don't panic, because obviously I've got the Art Inspirations products. So some Dark Alchemy and surprise stamp set from Art Inspirations. We'll go to 2 winners tonight. And if you could actually tonight, we're thinking if you could put win in the comments so that we can see everybody who wants to be in with a chance of winning one of those giveaways. Ali typically is our referee, umpire, prefect. Not sure what we call her, but she normally picks 2 names before the end of the live, and she'll message me, so we'll announce those winners at the very end.
Amazing.
From wherever, if you're watching YouTube or Facebook, Ali keeps a look look over both those platforms.
Amazing. So, I'm wondering if David's found us, has Alison found us yet? With the best name, Oliphant.
Oh, yes.
Good name.
I know.
It's a book. I read a book. I wrote a book. That's a lie. I read a book about Thinky Oliphants. Is that? I wonder. Anyway. Yeah, and I hope Shirley's found us as well.
Erica, you can't win. You're disqualified.
Erica, get out of it, Erica. What are you talking about? I'm just waiting. Maybe a slight delay. Right. Hopefully. I think Mandy was, but Mandy's found us now as well. So I'm hoping the rest of our gang have actually found us, and they're at the right place now. So I hope you're there, ladies. Anyway, okay, shall we crack on? Shall we do some crafting?
Shall we crack on? So shall I go on to just my camera while you turn around, or can you turn around now in a professional fashion?
No, you better put onto your camera while I turn around. I need to press buttons. I'm not sure which ones yet. I mean, I might cut myself off yet. You never know.
Right.
I can still see you. I can still see if you pull any faces. Oh, no, I can't.
You know, I'm always pulling faces. I'll tell you what, I'm going to turn my camera around because I've got a really fun thing on my desk, which made my day. Look at this. I got a kilo bag from our alley of, I've never heard of it, jelly spogs.
What?
I know. There's those, you probably can't have these, Leonie, but they're like the liquid ones with the aniseed in.
I can't have them a bit. They look. I don't know what they look like, love. They look great.
They do look slightly toxic. I love them, but they do look slightly toxic. You're Mrs. Healthy Living, and I'm like, I'll have a kilo of jelly spogs, please.
I love that. Oh, that's so nice. But they do suit the collection wonderfully.
Well, exactly. Well, Ali had initially, because I ate them all when I was filming a live, but Ali had initially put them into this little cabinet she made with our Matchbox die. So I've got Werther's in one, but I've eaten all the jelly spogs. So she sent me
That's so funny. See, I love it when people make things with sweets. It's great, isn't it?
I
When
know,
design team do anything with sweets, it's like yes, yes, you would you're absolutely my favourites.
I know.
Shouldn't have
I'll,
favourites, absolutely have favourites.
and they're
Right.
not, it's not any dead animal in them, David. It's probably just a load of chemicals, isn't it? Yeah, it is. It is, Shannon. It's like a licorice all sorts is a kind of a UK, I think it's a UK product, but they've got those ones have got aniseed taste in them. They're gorgeous. Sorry.
Happy
I
days.
know. So what I got, oh, should I turn? Are you turned around?
I am. I'm ready. I'm ready. I've not put anything on here, but I am ready. There we
There you
go.
go.
Look, look.
You're on
Oh,
screen.
there I am too. That's really clever,
That's
isn't it?
professional. Nice.
Look at that. It
Thank
did
thank
mess me
you.
in my head though then because I was like, oh, is that my desk? And I realised they weren't my hands. It was like, oh, good grief, that's confusing. And also mine aren't clean. Yours are clean. This is mine. This is mine. Woohoo! They look
Oh
like your
wow.
sweets. Yeah, same
Oh,
colour as your
I'm planning on
sweets.
using this one. This one's stunning. Your stencils are really big. I love them.
I
They're perfect
know.
for jelly
I
plates as well.
I know, and I love that one because it's got a
Yeah,
burst to it, which is lovely. But this is a nice thing, isn't it? Because when I look at your stencils and then my stencils, I'm rummaging now. See, because like the text on there is going to sit beautifully with
yeah,
the butterflies, you
yeah,
know. And I like the kind of prettiness with the weirdness. I think
yeah.
that's always quite the juxtaposition, isn't it, darling?
Well, I know that Olga will be very jealous of this collection because, as you know, she designed Dark Alchemy, and she's
Yes.
always wanting our products to be a bit more gothic, a bit more dark, and I'm always like,
Yeah.
well, not too much. And then you brought this collection out, and I just know she'll be sulking now that she's not got a collection like this.
Will she be like, I wanted a skull like that?
Oh yes,
Because you see,
oh yes.
she has got a nice little skull in there.
She's
She
got a
she got
cat
a
skull,
skull.
hasn't she?
Yeah, she got a skull. But these are beautiful, and again they blend together wonderful. And I do love the love potion stamp. I think that's
Exactly.
fabulous. And the rub-ons are beaut, aren't they?
We're thinking I'd try and get a bit of a rub onto a project with this beautiful
Yeah.
school here. I just love this. This is fabulous. Where did you find him, Leonie? Did you
So
find him on Instagram?
good old Insta. Yeah, yeah. It comes from Brazil.
Oh,
And he's a tattoo artist, but yeah, he's properly cool. He's really cool. And I like it because it's a bit different as ever, you know. And I think that's a nice thing with our job. You can mix it up, can't you?
yeah,
You know, you can have different artists, so there's something for everybody. Because that's what you need, innit? You need something for everybody. That's the important thing in this. Because we're not all the same. We like different
no,
stuff. And otherwise,
no,
it gets boring. And it gets boring for me. If I'm bored of what I'm bringing, then what's the point? You have to keep it.
yeah.
You have to enjoy the process, don't you?
You do, and they say artwork that kind of makes you do a double take is always you always know you've got something special there, and these are
Yeah.
just fabulous. And
Yeah.
I'm laughing. I'm laughing because Olga's in
What?
the feed and she's complaining and she's saying, I'm talking about as if she's not there. And she's also saying, get this, Leonie, because this is exactly what I told you. She's saying, I did say that two cat skulls would make the collection much better.
I love that. Olga, you are fabulous. That's hilarious. I mean, you're completely right. She just needed to put in another cat skull.
Leonie, you turncoat. What you like. Honestly, Olga, I told Leonie about you and your cat skulls.
She did. She did, and I thought it was hilarious. I'm not gonna lie. We're like, that's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Ogre and the cat skull. Right, I'm doing something dead simple. I'm gonna tell you what I'm doing. So I've taken one of your papers. Now I've taken two of the papers because I'm gonna stamp on them both and see which one I like. And I'm
Right.
just gonna use my butterfly, just in black. I was gonna do some embossing, but I've left my heat gun at home. That caused a few swears. So I am just going to stamp in my black VersaFine, of which we have loads of re-inker on our website, and our lovely Lou
Oh, I need
Sims
that.
But yeah, and because I didn't think we had any, and Lou Sims brought me two in to work. She's such a saviour. But that's what I'm going to do first of all. What you doing, mate? That looks nice.
Well, yeah, I thought I've currently got a slight obsession with alcohol ink, so I thought I'd
Oh.
try, and I've not tried doing this before, but I'm going to do an alcohol ink background, and then I'm going to use some of this alcohol lift ink through one of your stencils to see how much I can
Ooh.
remove from the background.
That sounds like a look. Do you know what? I haven't tried that yet. I've seen it, but I haven't. I
Yeah,
haven't had a play with it.
I
That'll be
know
really
I've
interesting.
I know I've got the I know I've got the ink, the alcohol lift ink pad somewhere, but I cannot find it for love nor money. But so I thought I'd just try using it through a stencil, see how it works.
I
For those
think I
that
had it, but yeah,
I
I don't
just
know where mine is. Go on, Soz.
no, I just got this off Amazon. So this is like a Yupo card. It's A5, so it's quite a thick one, and it seems to be working quite well. Um, so for those of you that aren't familiar with alcohol inks, then obviously Yupo or acetate, you basically want a non-porous surface to work on because you want your inks to travel and move on your background.
Yeah, yeah, and they look really interesting then, don't they? And really
Yeah,
quite effective. I love alcohol inks. Do you know what I'm thinking of? I mean, obviously I haven't planned it yet, but for our workshop, when we kick off our workshops, I wanted to do alcohol ink in my shaving foam, just my shaving foam, in the shaving foam, and try and pick it up. And I want to get something designed that, like an acrylic sort of thing that we can put in our shaving foam, but I don't know if it'll work yet. So I haven't, I haven't practiced it
oh,
yet.
you
I'll
mean
probably,
like marbling almost? So you put it
yeah,
the acrylic thing in
yeah,
and take it. Oh,
onto the shaving foam. But
have you
but
seen
yeah,
that
look,
done?
you what, love?
Have you seen that done? I've never seen that done.
Oh, I haven't seen it done yet. So I thought, well, I'll try that. I'll probably try it on the day, because there's nothing like living on seat of your pants, is it? I'm only joking. If you have booked to the workshop, I will be prepared. I promise. I promise.
Well, you're
Uh,
heading off in your travels though, aren't you, this weekend? Are you off to Malta
yes,
with your
we're off
holes?
to Malta. Oh my gosh, thank God, I'm so ready for this.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
yeah, we are off to Malta, and I can't wait. Hey, I tell you, I'm bad for not knowing what I'm doing and not knowing times. Our lovely
Really?
Jackie. Yeah, yeah, it's a thing that our lovely Jackie, Jackie Joseph, who is on proper television, she messaged the lovely little group that we've got and went, "Why is everybody talking about getting to airport at like 4 a.m.? I thought our flight were 9:30. No, our flight boards at 20 to 6 in the morning." And Jackie's not planning to get there till 9:30.
Oh my
What?
goodness.
Isn't that funny? It's
Oh,
like,
bless.
Jackie, you're so worse than me. I love people who are worse than me. It's
I, thi-
hilarious. She's horrendous. She's hilariously bad. Yeah, I love it. I love it. But yeah,
she's a rare breed if she's worse than you, mate. So
mate, would you even believe it happens? But it happens. And this is why she's my friend, because at least she makes me feel better. Oh, her and Rachel, I think last time they went on holiday together, Jackie forgot her passport. So they had to go home together. Oh, yeah, yeah, she's worse than me. I'm getting my watercolour paint. So let me show you
that
what
looks
I've
really cool on
done. It
there.
look lovely on there. Obviously, I'm going to be cutting it down, but I love it because you've got the texture. I do love that though, but I didn't stamp as well on that.
Right.
However, I love that paper. I love your papers. They're absolutely beautiful, and I love because you've got all this detail. It's
Yeah.
gorgeous. But I don't know. You see, I do really like that, and I think as a page that would make such a good page
Yeah.
because I like it because of that transition. You've got this, and then it sort of it
Yes.
transitions
Yeah.
into a different page, doesn't it? And I think that follows the. So I think even though I haven't stamped this 100%, I think that's the one I'm going to go for. That one's crisper and cleaner, but that one's more fun and dirtier and grimier in it. So we're
And
going for that today.
because of the nature of the way that wing moves, it doesn't need to be really crisp, does it?
Oh,
I mean, it
no,
is about
absolutely.
fragmenting and breaking apart.
Yes,
So
yeah. Although I am going to put in a little bit of extra line where I don't like my stamping, and then it'll look like it's all fine. There we go. So that's my first bit. What about you, mate? What you doing? I like
so
doing this. It's nice, isn't it? This is
yeah,
nice.
It is. And so I'm probably going to work with the one that I've done earlier, only because I spent longer kind of layering it and getting a deeper colour, because I want the colour to be quite dark, so that when we do lift some of the ink out, I've got some contrast. But I've just been literally, as you probably saw, just kind of throwing the inks on and letting them move and do their thing. Now, there's so many really talented people with alcohol inks, and I mean, I've got some of that kind of isopropyl.
Isopropanol. Is that it? Isopropanol.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this, you could literally just lose yourself for days just playing with this and building it up. And the nice thing with UPO is you could kind of almost wipe it away and go again if you're not happy with what you've got. So I just wanted to just show you how the colours can merge and play together. I've gone for quite dark grungy colours with this because of I'm still planning on using our mushroom skull, and I think I wanted something a little bit dark. I didn't want happy rainbows for him. I wanted him to feel at home.
Yeah, I do quite like, though, with these, sometimes it's quite nice, and I am adding pinks and hoping I can drag this out because that's way too bright. I do quite like sometimes with these having that sort of the brightness against the dark, though. Sometimes it looks quite, because it's, I like that. I think it looks like a bit, it's a bit bizarre, isn't it?
Isn't it?
Yeah, and I think that's quite good fun. And in fact, I'm adding some watercolor paints, just good old watercolor paints. I tell you what, your paper is lovely for this, because it's not the ink isn't disappearing into it. The paint, it's giving me plenty of time to play.
It's a litho print paper, so it's kind of uncoated, so it does take your inks and your obviously within reason watercolor. And your paste really nicely. It doesn't kind of fight with you trying to put on heat embossing as well. Obviously, if you had a heat gun, you'd know that.
But don't mention the heat gun. Oh, it does me head in. And do you know what? Right, my little voice in my head today, because as I were packing up my trolley, before I were coming home, it went, "Oh, there's a heat gun there," and yeah. That's how my brain works. My little voice is like, "Oh, look, a heat gun," and I ignored it. Because that's also how we work. My brain tells me things subliminally. If it told me that, you don't have one at home, it'd have been much easier. It's like I play guesswork with myself. See, doesn't that look nice? Look how it fades out.
Amazing.
That's well cool, isn't it? Yeah, it's lovely paper. It's lovely. I don't know what your LIFO printy thing means, though. Is that just a way of printing?
Yeah, I mean, it's printed in the UK, and it's quite difficult to get litho printed in the smaller quantities, because most print you get is digital print, and that's where the ink is almost fused onto the paper, whereas a litho print means that the inks are in the paper, so you've not then got a surface that's going to resist what you put on top of it.
Right, okay. Gosh, that sounds technical, mate.
Oh, I know. I do my research.
That's proper research, isn't it?
My first couple of paper pads were digital printed, and I just wasn't happy with the amount of things I could do with it. So I spent ages trying to find somebody who'd do it differently. And they're a good setup. But they're a small UK family business, so they're good to work with.
Oh, that's lovely. And it's nice having them printed in UK as well, isn't it? I think that's really, especially these days, because a lot of them aren't. So I really like that. And yeah, that is really cool. Oh, I'll have to get the number off you. But yeah, you've probably already sent it me. Everybody who's watching, she's very good at that, is our Sarah. I'm just very bad at organising my life. But oh no, I like that. It's beautiful to work on. It's really nice. That's lush. So what you doing?
So what I was going to say is, what I've done is, I'm sure there are more technical ways of doing this, but I have not got any of the alcohol ink felts, the ones that you often use for applying your inks.
Yes.
So I've just got a kind of one of the foam cosmetic sponges, and I've put some alcohol lift ink onto it, and I'm going to dab it through the stencil, see how much ink I can lift. It's not going to give me, it's obviously not going to go back to white, so it's never going to be a crisp impression, but I thought it'd be a nice kind of subtle bit of texture to have in the background.
Yeah, and it's one of them, isn't it? It's quite interesting because you don't quite know what you're going to get. I
No,
love things like that. I like the it's like, ooh, what's going to happen here? See what I'm doing? I'm blending, and hopefully, I do apologise. The light in this room is shocking, but can you see it? I'm blending the blue with the pink, and it does look fabulous. The paints I'm using, these are an old one, an old Jane Davenport set.
I've got those.
That I've got, yeah, they're well handy are these. I mean, I love them because they just last forever, don't they? Paint palettes like these, they just keep going.
Yeah,
But they're beautiful colours, like they are divine. But yeah, and I thought with this, and it does, the paper it's allowing me to play, and I've already layered. I mean, this is my second colour, and I'm applying with a water brush. So obviously I'm mixing the water straight on there, and the paper's not buckling and it's not shedding. I haven't got any, fluffy
yeah,
bits coming
yeah.
off. It's cracking, is this? And I'm really happy with the designs. They're beautiful. I always like your paper pads. You bring out some cracking paper pads. I like you.
Well,
I like all the stuff. Obs.
well, like yeah, no, Olga. I mean, Olga kind of put this paper pad together, and she's she's probably still on the live, so I might as well say something nice about her.
I think you
Um,
should.
she's she's brilliant. She's got a great eye at being able to kind of put things together that work in a theme. So,
Yeah,
and also
yeah,
she does. So I mean, I wouldn't be able to do this, but she's able to kind of put the right color tint on them all so that they're all cohesive. So you're not struggling
yeah.
then to get them working together.
Yeah, that's really good, isn't it? I mean, yeah, obviously I know Olga's work, and I've been a fan of Olga's work for ages, and it's so nice having a designer that can do that,
Yeah,
because it's so important, isn't it? Because that's the tricky bit when you come to designing, isn't it? Trying to make it all blend and sing together. Look at this. This one isn't quite as nice. I mean, what have I done with that? Look at it, it's
oh,
battered. It's vile. But it works. It's okay. That's where my browns live. So that's
is that Jane Davenport as well?
yeah.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I've got that one too. I think some bloody woman on Crate and Craft sold them to me.
Yeah, I don't know who that would have been. Actually, I had no
No,
idea. Hey, I met Jane Davenport. Did you know that?
did she come over?
Yes. She
I didn't.
came over. Not only did she come over, but she brought her art journals.
Oh,
Oh my gosh. And she left the building and she left all her art journals in. Honestly, I didn't pinch any. But but it were like, oh my gosh, looking through her journals, it was amazing. She's so good, isn't she? Oh, she's so talented. And she's such a really nice person.
yes,
Like
she
she was
strikes
she
me as
was
being
oh
very
my
candid
gosh.
and chilled.
Yeah. And it was lovely. I was proper fangirling. It was really, really exciting. It was, yeah, yeah. She's just so, and her life, she's had such an interesting life as well, hasn't she? She's done all sorts.
She's kind of
Really,
done. But is it fashion? Did she start in fashion, or am I
yes.
imagining that?
She studied fashion, but she also studied bugs. She used to
Oh,
study bugs, and she used to do the photography of bugs, which has got a special name, which I absolutely can't remember. And I just thought that's amazing. How can you go from studying and taking photos of bugs, and then fashion? I just thought that was a fabulous leap from one
yeah.
profession to another. And I thought that was fabulous. But yeah, really, really, really interesting lady. She's, yeah, definitely another one I fangirled. And it is interesting, isn't it? Because in this line of work, when you've worked with people for years, it's nice to still fangirl over people, isn't it?
Yeah,
I really like that. I think
yeah.
it's
I mean,
great.
I'm very jealous that I mean, you've probably done the shows with Dina and Diane, haven't you?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes. And they're just so good. Yeah, so again, just yeah, amazing, amazing talent. It's just yeah, it's really cool when you meet people like that. And
and they're
when they're
nice
just
people.
lovely,
Yeah,
eh? And they're
and when they're
nice.
nice people, that's the thing,
Yes.
isn't it?
Yeah,
All,
absolutely. We have a
all
lot
I'm
of people. Go on,
just
love.
say about this is what you'll see there is I've blotted this alcohol lifting.
Oh,
So
that looks well
um,
good.
so before you start to just kind of do anything over the surface of it. I learned this from Sir Timothy Holtz, obviously watching
Oh
his
yeah.
demos.
Okay.
But definitely blot it before you then try and kind of wipe anything further away, because of it, otherwise you'll just smear the lift ink. So give it a blot. And of course, if I'd spent longer and lifted more ink, then you can imagine what a cool follow-up I'd get in terms of actually getting the kind of the negative or the reverse coming through on my paper. So it's definitely worth having that blot, because you might be
That
able
looks
to
really effective, doesn't it?
Isn't it great?
Yeah, and I mean, it's just it looks. I mean, it looks like it's been bleached back, doesn't it? It's
Yeah.
just got such a cool effect. I love that. Yeah, that's really really good. And alcohol inks are one of those products that you can do so many different things
Yeah.
with. I think
And
that looks brilliant. See, I've just
particularly,
put a little touch of white on that. I mean, I'm doing all this and then I'm going to stick a bottle in the middle of there in a minute. So I don't know. Maybe I won't put a bottle in the middle of there. Maybe I'm going to put it behind the wing. Because what I've then done, let me put my paints away. That is beautiful. I really like that. It's amazing how crisp it is, isn't it?
yeah. Oh, well, this is actually when I don't know if you saw when I put it on the phone, but it's quite a gloopy ink. It's a bit, I suppose it's not the same ink. Obviously, don't try it, but it's a bit like embossing ink. You know, that's got a bit
Yes.
more. Is it a bit
Substance.
more viscous? So
Yeah.
so yeah, it doesn't. If you're dabbing it through your stencil, you won't find it's running underneath. I didn't have any problem with that. So yeah, I'm
That's
pleased with that.
really good because because that's where it could get really horrible and messy, couldn't it? But
Yeah.
that is really, really crisp. On mine, all I'm gonna do, I'm gonna stamp this one out, but I've already cut one out ready, and it's one of the other bottles. I love these. These would be superb on shrink plastic as well. They're absolutely. I love things like this because you can do so much. Whether you're filling them with perfume, whether it's poison, obviously poison. But it might be a little dram. It might be, a cheeky little shot in there. And they stamp super. Look at that. The one I've actually cut out and put embossing powder on hand to get rid of is that one. See how good they work together.
And
They're
the gorgeous.
beautiful, aren't they? Absolutely gorgeous. So this is the one I'm going to use because I've already cut it out. I was going to initially, I'll put this in a homework pack. I have a lot to pack up. I was initially going to do this and put the bottle in the middle because I really like that. However, I also really like seeing the butterfly. So, what I might actually do is with my scissors that don't exist and my craft knife that I probably have lost, I'm going to cut some of the wing away and tuck it behind the wing. So, I'm just going to rummage while you tell us what you're doing.
Well, I'm just reading some comments, and I was just going to say, and Belinda's mentioned it as well. You mentioned shrink plastic, but Belinda's made a gorgeous necklace using the bottles with shrink plastic. So she's
Oh,
made them as charms
nice.
on a necklace, so it does look fantastic.
Oh, that's
And then
fabulous.
Lillian, you were asking, is there ink stuck on the back of it? No, there doesn't seem to be. There's a little bit here. If you can see there, there's a little bit from where I've obviously lifted the stencil away from the alcohol inks. Of course, sometimes you do find you can kind of dislodge it. That'll obviously come off now with a bit of alcohol. I can rub it clean, but it certainly hasn't taken much of the alcohol ink away. Now I had put this on early this afternoon, so this alcohol ink had completely dried. If I had done that same technique on the one I've just been playing with this evening, I don't know whether more would have come off, if that makes sense, Lillian. But
Of course. Yeah.
certainly it hasn't dislodged anything other than what I lifted through the stencil.
Of course, because sorry, me dog. Hello, Baba. She come over. She's after attention. So oh good God, she come over and nudged me gently with her little nose, but then she jumped on my back. So she went from being subtle to being downright rude, actually, which is very naughty, isn't it? Anyway, I've left my scissors at home. No, that's work actually. I've left my scissors at work and lost a pair. So I'm using these that I think I might have taken from my mum's house about 10 years ago. They're awful. But you work with what you've got, don't you? I haven't got a craft knife, obviously. I haven't got much in this room anymore. As you know, if you know my life currently, it's a mess. So I've got stuff everywhere.
You're in transition between two locations constantly, aren't you?
Oh
And the
yeah,
studio, not
yeah.
only two home locations, but then the studio as well.
Yeah, yeah, and most of the time I have no idea where anything is. But I've cut that out, and I thought, but I don't know if I'm going to do that yet. I might.
Mm.
I don't know. I don't know. I kind of like it, but I also kind of don't. I'll see. I'll see. I'm playing now. That's it. I'm going to cut into the wing. Thing is, I like doing stuff like this because you can cut into it and you wouldn't know. So
No,
even if you change your mind, it doesn't matter, because I might hide the bottle and have it just like, oh, I kind of like that. I
well,
kind of
that's
like
cool.
it. Yeah, that's nice because it's like, it's just, and I tell you what, if you're using this as a page for your art journal, have this in your art journal, but don't stick that down. So then
Yeah,
this becomes something that you can put your
yeah,
journaling on.
almost like a
So it,
pocket or
yeah, yeah, it's a really cool way of making a pocket. So that's what I'll do with this. I did bring my art journals home actually, possibly still in the car. But I have got those. Yeah, I have. I've left them in car. But that's what this is going to be. It's going to be an art journal page. Now, obviously, I can't keep that white because it doesn't fit in with the rest of the page. So
no.
all I'm going to do is rummage round to see what inks I have in this room. What are you doing?
Well, I'm just putting this. I'm going to stamp and heat emboss this magnificent skull on
Oh,
vellum because obviously I
someone's
don't want.
got a heat gun.
Yeah, I just thought I'd just throw that in there.
Yeah.
Heat
Just
guns,
rub it
scissors, I've
in.
got all mod cons. Yeah, I call myself a professional crafter, Leonie. I don't know what you amateurs are playing at.
Oh, I've got some scissors, me. Oh, I've got a heat gun, me.
I tell you what, you were showing us that way of making a pocket. I did a YouTube video on Sunday. Have I got my journal here? Because I was dead pleased with myself.
Oh,
I know. So I did this journal page
oh, that's
with
nice.
the dark alchemy papers. But then look, I created a little pocket, a little hidden
Oh,
cubby hole
nice. I
with
love that.
post-its.
That's really cool. See, I love pockets like that. I love secret pockets in journals.
Yeah.
I think they look fabulous. Do you know what? And actually, folks, sorry, I'm rummaging again. If people are into all this, like, in fact, all lovely, all good, love it. I found a Facebook page, and it's all about dark art journals. I can't remember what it's called,
Ooh.
obviously, but it's really cool, and people make all these fabulous spooky things that just look wonderful. I'll try and share the group page so if anybody fancies it. But yeah, it's like it's one of them that it's just full of fabulousness. It's just got loads of spooky things. I love it, absolutely love it. I was like, oh my gosh, I found my tribe. This is
We'll
wonderful.
probably find that Olga's the admin for that group, I'd have thought.
Yeah, yeah, she'll be like, yeah, I set it up, mate. What you talking about? It was my group. Have you not seen me? I am, yeah, I'm in charge. So I'm dabbing this on because the cardstock I'm using doesn't want to blend very well, but that's okay because I don't want it solid anyway. In fact, I'm gonna leave some light a little bit brighter, just so it looks still glassy, you know?
Natural highlights, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah,
What
yeah.
is that? Is that a Versfine or a distress? Looks like a
No,
Vers.
this is something I've found on my pile. It's a Hero Arts.
Ooh.
Yeah, these are. I had these on ages and ages ago. Hero Arts Reacts. They're nice ink pads. Are these actually? I mean, I don't see them in many places. We had them
No,
on yonks and yonks ago. I do use my stash. It's quite. I mean, being so unorganized. Well, no, not unorganized. Being so confused in life means I do use stash. And actually, I like that because it means you actually use stuff, don't you?
yeah,
That's been sat there for 5 million years, and it because there's always like you're always on to the next and the next, and
exactly. Well,
using
as
stash
crafters,
is
we're all guilty of that,
yes,
aren't we?
next, and I do love stash. It's really cool, and obviously we can still pick this up. This is reactive, so it means I can still pick
Oh,
it up with. The
Still a water-based one, is it?
yeah. So that'll be a nice little background for something else. So stick that there, and then we'll clean that because I have got my cheeky little rag like so. And then we've got that lovely jar, which I adore. I think that's really nice. I mean, these are, yeah, they're really nice designs. The jars are fabulous because the cardstock doesn't like water. I've used this before here, and this cardstock doesn't like water. And normally, what it does, rather than allows me to pick anything up, it just bubbles. Does this cardstock? But that's okay. The way it's blended, the light in there still looks
I should
effective.
really keep the packaging for my cardstock because you're right. It's like a lucky dip, and then it doesn't do what you think it would do, but you can't remember where you got it from, so you're not sure what to avoid.
I know, and you know what? It's always when you do a live that you go, "Oh, I see, it's that one, is it?"
It's that one,
Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Oh, that's happening, is it?
Doesn't that look great?
Fabulous. That's just what I wanted. That's the effect. Mind you, I did a live the other week, and it did react some. You know, it looked like it were having a right old to do, but it actually looked quite effective because it looked like I was boiling it. You know, boiling its head, and but it actually turned out quite nice. I like that. I think that looks lovely.
I think it's gorgeous.
It's gorgeous. We're happy with that. How are you doing, kid? What are you doing?
So I've just got white embossing powder absolutely everywhere because I've got the biggest jar known to man, and I've still managed to miss it.
Amazing. I love that. It's like, oh, for goodness sake.
I mean, good grief. I've tried to kind of make sure I don't miss the jar, and I still
did.
Gone everywhere.
Yeah.
It's looking good, isn't it? I mean, so I obviously had it on my stamping platform, and because it was vellum, the vellum followed the stamp because it doesn't like being, it's obviously sticking, keeps going. But actually, I think I've got a good impression there. So I'm going to turn my heat gun on. Hopefully, that's not going to be too loud for everybody.
Oh, everybody! She's just now. She's really showing off, isn't she? Oh yeah. Sorry, everyone. This is just going to be so loud, everybody. I can't hear it. Oh, you haven't turned it on yet. She's just wafting it. Just wafting it, everybody. Well, oh, she's definitely knows I'm wafting. I might look at comments when you're wafting. Oh, I wonder, did everybody find us? Let's have a see. I'm just seeing if everybody found us. In fact, let me just see. I might even do this, everybody. Look at that. That's the sky. There we are. Hi. Go. Well, she's wafting. I can read
What
to you.
is she saying? What is she saying? I couldn't hear a word you said then.
She hasn't got a clue what I'm saying. Where is my camera? Where am I talking to? That's you. What I said were, well, you're wafting. I'm gonna look at some messages. That's what it is. Oh, 14 comments on my page. Did you take a picture of the desk? Yes, I did. Is it me where it's frozen? Oh, everybody.
Remember, everybody, if you haven't already put win in the comments, then make sure you do, because you'll be in with a chance of winning one of our 2 fabulous giveaways.
I wish people would read the comments. I might. Oh, in fact, I'm going to put another photo because I'm worried people haven't read my comments. So we're watching the page, which is just a photo. Let me put this on. Hold on. Sorry, everybody, if you're watching. I'm just worried that people who are on my page are thinking it's frozen, but it isn't frozen. It's just I took a photo. What are you two up to? It's not frozen.
It so made me laugh.
Oh, girls, stop ripping my jeans.
It'd be like, I can imagine somebody watching a photo of your desk for an hour and going, Leonie, that's been your best live ever.
You've been so creative. It was great. You're actually quite quiet.
Back to Lillian's question of earlier. I just put those 2 pieces of alcohol ink on top of each other, and can you see on the one below? It's this one was obviously still damp, and it did lift quite a lot. So if you did try and put your stencil over a recently done alcohol, recently as in minutes old, you will risk taking some of that surface away.
Okay. So really, you want to be doing it on Yeah, on something that's a lot drier.
The dried
Oh,
background, yeah, I think
yeah.
so. We're learning as we go.
It's always the way, love. It's always the way. Now, I am gonna start to layer. So the lovely thing with this background, we've got loads going on, but I've got good layering stamps. So, and there's a mixture of stamps I can use to layer. I've got the stamps here that are absolutely fabulous. I've also got the rub-ons, which are beautiful for layering. And then I've got our stamps, of course, my stamps, which are great for layering. Like I've got all these ones, which are lovely. I've got, and I love these. These, I
They're
wanted to use
gorgeous.
these around the jars. I think they'd be beautiful. Poor Janice. I ran with Janice last night, and I had these stamps on. And obviously, Janice does not do
Oh
thingies.
no, doesn't do
Oh no.
spiders.
Oh no, she doesn't. Yeah, she sort of had to step away from this one. For yeah, she was like, yeah, don't come over here, Janice. These ones aren't for you, kid. But yeah, she was a bit. Woo. She said to me because before she realised they were my products, she was like, "Why do people do that?" She says, "Why do people choose spiders?" I was like, "The my stamps, Janice. The my stamps, and I really like them. Oh."
It's not a good time of year for Janice, though, is it? Because this
No,
is going to be the time when
yeah,
those kind of creepy crawlies do appear on stamp sets. So
absolutely. I mean, yeah, she's hilarious. Poor Janice. So, I mean, he's. I'd hate it because it's real, in it. You know, the
oh
fear
yeah,
is real.
yeah,
She is so. Yeah, they absolutely. Yeah, they freak her out, and it is such a shame because. I mean, yeah, it's everywhere, set dressing and everything, isn't it?
yeah.
But oh yeah, I love them. Right, so I'm now over stamping. I'm stamping in the same purple. Because it's on the cardstock, it just blends in beautifully, and I love these because they're really, really delicate. So it just gives me that really cool background. And I love doing things like this because it's just about the layering. You're just adding that extra texture. You're just adding that extra kind of design to your image. I'm going to pick it up. I don't want to get the rest of that in. I only want that bit. And then on the actual jar, let's put some on the jar as well. Just a little bit on the jar. So we've got some detail on that jar. Now remember, I'm not going to decorate the back of the jar because I want this to be where I put my stuff, my journaling stuff. There. So it's going to be
That's really
tucked
cool.
in
I've
like that.
not thought of stamping onto the bottle to give it a little bit more interest. That's a really good idea.
It's nice. And these stamps are so delicate, so they stamp beautiful on there.
I could
Don't
honestly, I could watch you work with stamps forever because you have a natural eye for just layering and extending and changing up stamps. I just yeah, I still not struggle, but I still have to really make myself work at going beyond the image as it's provided to
yeah.
me in
Yeah.
stamp set, if that makes sense.
Yeah. And that's my favourite bit. Is
Yeah,
like is the experiment. That's my favourite. That's why I love a stamp that allows me to do lots of stuff. It's yeah, I find that the easiest. I struggle if it's just a stamp as is, that's when I struggle, because it's like, okay, I've done that, but what next? I
and
like
that's
it
why
to,
with your art inspiration stamps,
yeah,
you break images up, don't you? So
yeah,
you give people the opportunity to you could just provide them as one big scene as a single
yes.
composition, but you break it up so that people can kind of
Yeah.
reinvent what they want. I think that's really clever.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And like that big skull, that's possibly, I mean, we don't do it often, like do a full image, but with that one,
Yeah.
it was like, yeah, I can't break that. I don't want to break that up. However, there's still loads you can do with it because you can
Oh yeah.
physically separate it. And I think, oh, I love this because we're just like complimenting each other. But on yours, you can do, and that's why I love yours because you can do loads of stuff. Look how that cute that is. You can do loads of stuff on yours as well. So it means that they're very experimental, you know.
Yeah.
They'll let me play, and that's very important.
I was
So I've done my little
just gonna
dragonflies,
I was
which
just
look
going to
lovely.
say, in terms of this skull, because you're right, because you've got
Yeah.
your mushrooms at the top here, which could just be a landscape in their own right, or a
Yes.
kind of the forest floor. Forget the skull completely. And then, I mean, this spider and web here, it's a good size. I mean, that can be a corner or an element on a design. And once again, the school doesn't need to be anywhere inside, does it? So
no, absolutely. No, they're dead easy for chopping up and doing nice stuff with. Chopping up and doing some nice stuff. Right, I'm going to have a spider's web on it because I feel that it's rude not to. So let's just pop a little cheeky web over that side. Oh, stay there, rub-ons. Does everybody do this? Like, you start working and rather than put anything away properly, it's just kind of forming a really uneven pile. Just in that corner there. That obviously is all stacked on top of my iPad. Of course it is. Of course it's all stacked on the iPad. Of course it is. Why wouldn't it be stacked on the iPad?
It would be rude not to make it even more dangerous.
Yeah.
That
really looks ace.
Can you see that? How cool does that look?
That looks really cool. I really like that.
I think I'm going to add some rub-ons to this because he certainly is somebody that should come with a health warning, isn't
he? Yeah. I feel he might be past that now, to be fair.
True.
I mean, I think he ignored all health warnings.
I've got this one on the rub-on sheet here that says arsenic poison, and he does look like the poster boy for that, doesn't he?
Yeah. He looked like he was just having it for his daily cup of tea.
Yeah. I should have read that label.
Well, that's what it meant. I didn't know what that second word said. There, see, I've got my little, but I've done them at the same corner. That don't work, so now we'll have to put 3 in because we need some at the top there. So I'm gonna do.
Lou. Our lovely Lou with us is in the house.
All right, kid. Hey, give them monastery people a bit of a shovel, you love. I haven't got any prices off them yet, and we could really do with that because we want to get it sorted. Very excited about the monastery. We are lovely Lou. That'll be fabulous. Oh, it'll be so exciting, will that? Yeah, we've got some really cool things in the what's it, haven't we?
We have in the pipeline. Is that?
Yeah, that's him. Yeah, pipeline. In the what's it, we've got some really cool things in the pipeline. Yeah. We've managed to secure a few dates for some workshops, so that's really good.
We have.
I know they're not on sale yet, but can we let them into a secret?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now you're going, oh God, what's she?
It might be a secret to me. You'll have to break the news.
I don't think it is a secret to you. I did put it on the group, but I might have mentioned, guys, that we're doing a workshop in Ditton, and I said we were waiting for confirmation if somebody could do the workshop with us. Well, that certain somebody has said yes. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I know we haven't put the tickets for sale yet. Hey.
It's me.
Hey, it's me and Sarah. And we might be joined by the one and only Barbara Gray. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Yes. Isn't that exciting?
It's so exciting. I did say to her, I said, Barbara, we have been fangirling. We are so excited. Then she's like, oh, but isn't that fabulous, folks? Because our Barb, I mean, she does her own events, but I don't see her doing many workshops. That didn't work. We'll pretend that didn't happen. But she's doing workshops with us. So we will be getting those tickets released. We're doing other things first, but we are going to be getting those tickets released. So that's really, really exciting. So that's absolutely in the bank and organised. Of course, then we've got more goodies coming up. Our lovely Lou, who is joining us currently, has said she'd love to work with us on events and, of course, workshops. So that is really exciting. But we have to nail dates with that, but we will be doing. But yeah, we've got loads to look forward to, haven't we?
We have. We've got a busy first few months of next year, really. The way it's shaping up, which we're really excited about. So,
really pleased.
So we just need to get Leonie kind of organised for the first workshop on the 9th of November.
Yeah,
before she decides she's going to plan
Yeah, yeah. That's coming round, isn't it? That's coming round
It
quite
is,
quick.
lovely. It is coming round, and you're about to leave the country, so I'm not
Yeah,
panicking at all.
I am, but it's too late for panic. It's oh, what's this? Is
That ship
this?
has sailed.
Yes, okay. Oh, I'm going to put rub-ons, but I wanted to, and I tried to put white on these, but that didn't work. So instead, let's see if I
White,
could.
white on what, lovely? Where were you putting the white?
I was gonna. Where are you putting your white? On my these spiders webs on my spider
Ah,
webs. I don't think my quickie glue pens quickie are gluey anymore. Hmm. Maybe I'm just going to stop doing that. Just leave it, Leonie. Walk away from it. No, I'm obsessed with putting a bit of white on these. So now I haven't got white paint because, oh, yes, I have. I'm lying to you. I have got white paint. Let me put the glitter away before I get it everywhere.
no, I'm just
Like
gonna.
that.
I'm keeping an eye on the time because I know.
I have to walk the dogs.
Well, I'm thinking. Bless her, our Lou Sims is going live at 7,
Yes.
so
Yes, 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 yes. I'm going to stop faffing.
it's
Yes, she
five
is.
to 7. So we'll just we won't obviously we were never going to get anything completely finished, but we'll just do this last few bits and turn the cameras around. Then we'll announce the winners of our 2 giveaways. I'm glad
Perfect.
you're all excited. But now, I think somebody put a question about, are we going to go southwest for a workshop? Where is Ditton? Do you know, Leonie?
Distance
I know
near
it's
Kent. Yeah,
it's
it's
in
Kent
Kent.
way. It's Kent way. So that is definitely safe. But to be fair, and this is what I've been saying to everybody, if you've got a venue in mind that's
Yes.
amazing, maybe you've been to a workshop before. You see, the thing is for us to find venues, um, it's really difficult because we don't, because when we live miles away, it's difficult to imagine them, when you just look at websites. So if there's
Yeah.
a venue and you love, it can't be your kitchen. It can't be your living room unless you've got a really unless you're going to feed me and maybe let me live there. No, I'm only joking, sort of. But yeah, it has a decent venue that's big enough because there'll be about 4 or 5 demonstrators, depending, and each of us will have like maybe 10 to 16 people per table. Um, and obviously then so it needs to be big enough to get us all in,
Yeah.
basically. So if you know a venue and you want us to have a workshop near you, tell us the venue, and then we can look it up and start doing all the research that we need
Yeah.
to do, because that is absolutely the easiest way for us to
That's the
find
hardest
someone.
bit of the whole thing
It
for us,
really
to
is.
say, is that unless it's somewhere we've either been before or is local to us, so we know of it, it's, you go online and look, and you struggle to know whether it's
Yeah,
really going to be suitable. So yeah,
yeah,
but we are absolutely up for traveling and coming to different kind of parts of the country. So
yeah.
yeah, tell us where you know of.
Proper one to travel with ease, and yeah, and really, and get other people involved as well, like we say, we're our lovely half rice, half chips. Ollie with her, she's definitely up for joining us, and a lot of people we've chatted to, they are up for joining us on different workshops. So hopefully it's going to be a really inclusive event as well when we start touring them. So yeah, we've got big plans, but yeah, be part of it by doing our work for us on locations. Oh, I love the rub-ons. Because look, you wouldn't even know that were a rub-on. It's just disappeared
Exactly.
into that paper.
They are
It's
magical
beautiful.
in the way that they just seamlessly blend into those
Yeah.
backgrounds. So
They're
I mean,
really matte.
I put mine on the vellum and I've layered them up. But again,
Yeah.
that it's not like in the olden days, kind of putting a sticker on vellum where you very clearly see that
Yeah.
kind of outline. It's blended right in. And I'm gonna add more rub-ons to mine, but I'm gonna leave it there for now because I'm gonna
Yes. I know
turn
what
my
I'm
camera around.
I will also
Look
turn
at
my. I'm going to leave that there.
this.
What I will do is finish it and then put a picture after I've walked the dogs, so you can see. I'm only going to Matt and Larry and stick it in a journal. That's all I'm going to do, and put a sentiment on because I'm really happy with that. I love mine and I
Looks
love yours as well.
gorgeous.
Right, I'm going to turn my camera on, kids. I'll let you look at my ridiculous desk first. Look at that,
Oh,
ridiculous.
what the heck's in that blue water? Don't drink that, mate.
Poison. I don't know what's in that water. It's been there for yonks. But thankfully, what isn't in it is a paintbrush. So, oh, come on, you. Don't make me swear live on air. Oh, I'll just leave it like that. Where are you? There you are. There I am.
Looking
Like
smooth there. Looking very smooth.
What? I tried to hike it up, but this camera thing that I've got is fallen off the roof of my car once, and then today, while I was putting it in my boot, I dropped it off the trolley, and it's still working.
Honestly, I just
Fell off the roof of my car.
I get the most hysterical WhatsApp audio notes from Leonie because she thinks aloud while walking the dogs. So I've been in ditches with the dogs. I've had the dogs eating cat poo. I've had the dogs barking at passers-by.
Honestly, yeah, it is. There's no filter. It's just as it is.
It is.
Here it is.
I'm going on walks with Leonie and the dogs. Anyway, I've got to. I hope you enjoyed our little play date.
Yeah, it's been really nice.
It's been really good, and I'm really grateful to Leonie because she has had a day in studio. So just to even just have the time and energy, and she's on earlies tomorrow as well. So
evil earlies. Yes, I hate earlies. I'm going to go and drink bananas.
Yeah, it's the latest thing, banana skin tea. Honestly, you
boil
do
your
not
bananas. Boil your bananas. Oh, go and boil your banana.
I'll be eating my jelly spogs from Ali, so I'll be happy. Now we've got our two winners tonight, and that is Kerry Shaw on Facebook and Fiona Futcher on YouTube.
Yay, well done, ladies.
So, Kerry, I definitely have your address. I know where you live. Fiona, I'm not sure. So if you haven't already placed an order before with Funky Fossil, if you can PM me on Facebook, that'd be amazing, because then I can get your address to send the prize out to. Or PM Leonie if you're happy to do that, and she'll pass on your address. But I'll need your address to get your prize sent out.
Amazing.
Right, my loves.
Thank you
for your company this evening, everyone. We hope you've had some fun.
Oh, yeah. Thank you ever so much. And remember, on both of our websites until 12 o'clock tonight, you can get 20% off. All you need to do when you're checking out your basket is put Funky Art, and that's on my website, Art Inspirations, and her website, the Funky Fossil one. So, yeah, do that and have a little peruse because there's some lovely stuff. Hold on, I'm going to show you my dog. Come here, dog. There she is. Look at my baby.
Oh.
Hello, Lola. Hello, Lola.
Honestly, she reminds me of that Mr. Barguest. I never can say his name, but that dog that he's got.
Yeah, she might have been. When I saw them, it was like, because she's got them all, she's the scruffiest dog, aren't you? Sorry, Lola. Sorry, I'll put you there. Sorry, Indy's like, what about me? I can't be. Anyway, right. Lou's on, so we're off.
Yes. Go and watch Crafting Together with All Brands for more fabulous inspiration. Thank you for your company, everybody. And
thank you, everybody.
Very soon. Bye for now.
See you soon. Take care. Bye.
Ooh.
Oh, do I have to fade out?
I faded out. Forgot you could.